So, new game, Iratus. This is, from what we've seen, almost like a Darkest Dungeon style game. Except you play as the creatures from the look of it. Something like that. Wow, I can't play Cakewalk until I actually do tutorial. That's real special. I'm sure I actually need a tutorial though. This is probably gonna be intense. Gotta learn the game. Yeah, it's like actually pretty ridiculous, to be honest. Like there's so many ins and outs of it. Okay, Iratus is a hardcore tactical roguelike. The game is difficult and your minions will likely die. Every fight is a challenge and resources are always limited. Enemies are strong and show no mercy toward their undead opponents. You'll need to play smart. Big rip right there. In short, be prepared to spend several hours mastering the game to achieve victory. The game is now in early access. In-game mechanics, text, and balance can change in the future. Got it. Okay, each minion has 5 basic abilities and 1 ultimate. To use the ultimate, you will need special resource, Wrath. And then there's placement, just like in Darkest Dungeon. So it has an order of attacks up here at the top. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I can't wait to hear like something exactly the same as that. Attacks twice, dealing 50%. So this is stronger from the look of it. But this, yeah, only hits one thing. So this thing goes next. Not a lot of damage being dealt. Physical and magical damage reduce target's vigor, which is their health. Igniting a target will deal magical damage multiple times, so that's a burn. Stress damage reduces your sanity. Oh, only they have sanity, I think. Because I don't have a purple bar. Only humans do. That's actually kind of a fun mechanic. I hope that's not too loud. Okay, let's see what Banshee does. It's a stress attack. 14 to 16 worth of stress. And I'm like moving to the side because Buster's feet are like right on the actual monitor. All enemies lose attack for their next action. Let's try to do some stress. This thing's next. Oh, and it has a pushback too. Weakens enemies. Inspiration as a buff. Sanity can lead to instant death, just like Darkest Dungeon. So again, it's Darkest Dungeon, except, yeah, Andre, you're playing as the creatures. But then obviously there's like, you choose your attacks. Well, I guess you do that in Darkest Dungeon too. Does this have an effect? No. The damage dealt though that's like kind of scary. Is this the darkest Iratus? It is Iratus. I don't know if like that answers the question. Oh my god, are you kidding me? How much health is that? 2 health. Oh, they're like auto-battling. Or that was a counter of some kind? Interesting. Okay, let's kill this.
This is my kind of entertainment.
And then maybe this guy will go insane. Ah, not enough. I want to see the sanity though. Wait, I think I should have been spamming that this whole time. Yeah, like, okay. So my bad, I could have actually done that a long time ago. All right, we got stuff, I guess. Blood, flesh, hearts, rags, ectoplasm. All right, I'm getting real ghostly. Is this the dude from Death Clock? Can we get a death song in here? I gotta look that up. 2 million views, by the way. That's him. Look at these plebs that we're about to fight. Actually, I like games like this, just like looking for heals, where I can just call every like character a pleb of some kind, while I'm the cool characters. Some enemies possess unique features that either strengthen or weaken. Study the features of your minions so you can fight more effectively. Oh. That sucks. So you have to hover, but I can't tell. Ooh, another 5 corgis. Thank you, Kosh. 14,000 corgis so far. That's incredible. I don't even know where this emote came from. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So they all have like shield rush, but smite is far superior. But yeah, studying the abilities of the creature, like if I click it, oh, you right click. I can't see what it does though. All right, let's do some smite. Like 2 smites will kill a pleb. Which is like pretty decent. Okay. Buff. All minions gain plus skulls dread for their next action. I have no idea what that is. Wait. They can't be buffed? Okay. Get smoked. Ignore armor. I don't know, I feel like smiting. Okay. Receive physical damage is decreased by the amount of armor. Then there's magic resist. There's a block that will nullify the next attack. And a ward that nullifies, like, spell shield. So spell shield, physical shield. And crits ignore both. So it has a spell shield on right now. But it's bad because I can't buff skeletons. Veedotme's playing an RPG. They call this a difficult roguelike? They said like a very specific thing for it. I'm definitely digging some of the concepts though. Hardcore tactical roguelike. I think that is exactly what it was. Where we just beat on plebs. I wish she had some kind of physical attack, but it's fine.
Mop up the gore.
All right.
I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
Architect's Soul, need to construct and improve buildings. So again, similar. Needed to craft minions. We know that. Increase the power of your minions and Iratus himself. That's actually kind of interesting to make better minions. Quickly increase the level by feeding them brains. And then everyone who doesn't participate, restore health. So I guess your party is always on the verge of losing health. So that's a little different than like managing stress in the other games. Wow, I can't believe that's totally him. Talent? Alright. So you can equip him with stuff. You will also encounter consumables. Such artifacts only apply for one battle. So right now we're giving him... I like can't read it because it's like off the screen. Unlocks a secret destruction spell, one-time use.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hands.
So I guess like before a boss fight, you want to stack him with some kind of like super powered attack. I guess I can't see my talents until I finish the tutorial. It'd also be cool to make like a new creature. I can make a Zombo. Bride of Iratus. I can make that. Oh, the Dark Knight. I can make a Dark Knight.
Hardly an inspiring leader, but irrelevant for the armies.
I'm gonna assume
undead.
It goes like from left to right, 1 through 4. What's this? A wraith? That's actually kind of cool. One Zombo? I think I'm okay with this. Alright, so we just destroyed this. And again, you have routes. Holy map. Wait. No way I'm supposed to do all of this in the tutorial. Like, the tutorial is basically its own difficulty at that point. That's the exit. I mean, I like the setup, being able to, like, have so much going on. Contains the records of past battles, which can be used to raise the level of minions or Iratus. We're gonna path up because of this thing. Choose a battle squad. Number 1. Choose who'll be trained. Like, just click? No. XP for Iratus. All minions gain 4. So that's a level 2 Dark Knight. I don't know if there's any way to like level up their abilities or anything like that. It might have to be off the map. Clicking is kind of weird on the map. For some reason, it wouldn't go through. Okay, so you have mana to use talents from the magic, ire, and destruction trees. Restored after victory through minion abilities or encounters on the map. And then Wrath is for your ultimate. Uh-oh. Gains armor until the next action. I don't know how good that is. I think you're better off just smiting. Oh no, it takes more than 2 smites. That's not good. No is the name of the attack. Whenever an enemy moves, the Banshee deals stress damage to it. That's kind of cool. I have to choose a target. Invalid. Do I target myself? It's a self buff. It's a stance that moves you back one. Huh. I mean, it's kind of weird that it doesn't just like automatically do it, but that's fine. I guess that prevents people from making errors. One turn stance. A stance that ends at the start of the character's next turn, that maintains until canceled or the end of combat. Any stance can be canceled by forcing movement or stunning. Okay. That was actually kind of funny. So this thing's up next. He has 40 health. I can't deal anywhere near that much health. Each time an enemy receives a buff, I deal damage to it. Alright. Let's push. That gets a screech. It'd be cool if I screeched like the entire party because everyone had to move, but obviously that'd be kind of busted. Stress dealing 19 to 20, isn't that a lot? And it hits everybody, right? Insane. Armor absorb. Okay. We're actually doing stuff right now. We're about to drive them insane. A trap. Limited to one specific position. Depending on the specifics of the trap, a character occupied that position can receive negative or positive effects. Can destroy it by another trap or an ability. That stance already wore off. It's kind of lame. Alright, we gotta start hitting stuff. Ah, her stance wore off too. It's weird because like it doesn't say that it's a one turn stance. It just says stance. So close. I should have gone, well, I don't know if I could have killed that either. But I'm assuming I can get the stress kill with that thing. Oh, is this thing missing its turn? I don't think it is. He can't hit rear. Oh, he can. All enemies lose health. Dark Knight recovers health. It costs Rad. That's his ultimate, I guess.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
Oh, I want to do the shield barrage. Oh, that's... okay. So that's another thing that costs my ultimate to do. So I can't just spam that. And I have spells. That's the scroll, so we don't want to just use that. And obviously I'm like probably overthinking a lot of this, but it's still fun. Just to see what the possibilities are. Okay, this guy's actually insane. No instant death. Feels bad. My skeleton's about to die, though.
Maybe I'll craft this one into furniture.
Alright, let's see what happens when they go negative. Okay.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be
Improvement.
the world ahead of schedule.
See, when I first saw this game, this to me, like this screen right here to me, looked like Diablo. So I saw this kind of stuff, like that kind of looked like Diablo items. I thought this was maybe your health pot. And then this really reminded me of Diablo as well. But now, obviously, it's nothing like it. New talents. Winning battles rewards Iratus with experience that increases his level. At each level, he receives a talent point. You can get alchemy, you can get magic, you can get ire, and destruction. Wow, okay. So some interesting stuff here. This is like actual spells to be able to cast. Isn't this like mega strong? Hold on. Deal 3 magic damage, set them on fire for another 18 later. I feel like this is really strong. And then I have one more point. So let's just go with bonus body parts.
Secrets.
All right. So this skeleton is like on the verge of death. So technically we could like swap him out. I also can make more stuff.
The pact is signed. Let's hope there was no fine print.
Now I wonder at what point do you like level up skills, if that's even a thing. I can try one Wraith. Just to see what it does. See, like I'm clicking. But I guess you have to like go all the way to the next point. What are those plus signs on the characters? I actually don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. So if I back out, I can right click these. I have, oh, they are skill points. Okay. Okay. 4% chance to immediately kill the target. Performs additional attacks for each buff on the target. So this is like kind of cool, where instead of it just increasing the damage dealt, it does new stuff. gain mana just for doing the stance. That's not even a stance, that's a self buff. Or you gain your ultimate.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
And then Banshee. Debuffs. Gain stats. Restores the target to full sanity and gives me mana. That's like really weird. Accelerando. We actually haven't seen that yet. Her stuff is kind of weird. So I guess removing buffs is probably like the right way to go. Okay. Let's go next. Trying to get to this thing here, trying to get some body parts. Just fighting more plebs. For community night, just thinking Warframe. A lot of people get put off by the grind. So I've talked about this before to some people. Warframe is cool, and that definitely sounds fun. I just don't know what you would do in a community night in Warframe. Like, especially if people have different access to different stuff. Like, what would you as 4 randos do? Alright, I want to try 9. Oh wow, I always do that. I just click stuff by mistake just to look at it. I want to try the Soul Leech. Because I want to see if that loses a turn also. You know, I thought it dealt 20 damage to any random target and it did stress damage. Apparently, I read that 100% wrong. But kind of cool, like you don't lose your turn for doing that. So this thing is kind of like the Banshee, I guess. Except he does traps. $47, wow. Okay. Let's try to make this guy crazy. Yeah, I think it would be fun to do Warframe. I'm just unsure how you do that in like a community night setting. Oh my god, the tomahawk. I should actually try someone else's ultimate. Just doing like this to everybody is kind of cool. That thing's up next. No buffs on the enemies. I wonder if that counts as a buff. I'll have to check that. All opponents randomly swap positions. It does hit everybody with a lot of stress damage. Oh, never mind. That was like nothing at all. He's got negative values, but he didn't die. Yeah, they're really going for my Dark Knight. You better calm down. So I think the best way to play this is you definitely need another damage dealer. I don't know if 2 is adequate. As nice as it is to deal this stress damage,
this never gets old.
I mean, if that happens, then I'm sure it's great. People might find it boring. It's definitely, you gotta have some kind of, if you mean Warframe still. Like, the whole key is to find something that everyone wouldn't mind doing. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's better for me to keep attacking at their stress. It doesn't even go into negative values. It like stays at 0. At 0, there's a chance to die when you receive any. But it looks like that chance doesn't increase unless it's some invisible number that you can't see. Wait. Did he just throw that at his ally? Okay. I'll take it. See, I should have done stress damage there, I guess. Not enough. You actually thought this was Darkest Dungeon for a second? Close. Now I'm the baddie. Fighting plebs. Any minion within the cloud. So that's a self buff. I just do a lot of... Oh, the Wraith gets Dread until end of battle? I don't even know what Dread does. That increases, yeah, the stress you deal. He lived! The other dude had a heart attack though, so that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, Crow, this game is called Iratus. We are playing this for the first time. It definitely has some super fun concepts to it. Oh, why is she all glowy? Improve a minion by using brain. Improve in multiple ways. Leveling up, improving an ability, not only enhances the ability itself, but gives it bonus stats. Using parts of higher quality gives a minion higher stats? Well, I don't have higher quality parts, I'm pretty sure. Use items, or just give it several levels. So, I have 4 brain. Instantly level up. That costs 3 brain. Are you kidding me? Replace the current item. Oh. Interesting. So I guess the brain is the level. And I had an extra brain in my inventory. Like I had a level 4 brain. I got rid of the level 3 brain and put a new brain in her body, in her skull. Okay. Interesting stuff. Oh, do I not get to increase this further? It's only one or the other? I don't know how I feel about that.
Serve me well, my minion.
The crescendo. I'm definitely gonna take the wraith off. I'm gonna make whatever that archer was. Alright. So let's make... Or I can make a Zombo, but Bride of Iratus. That's what we want to do. Look at all the junk in my inventory. Waifu of Iratus. Oh, you can't spin them around. Well, it's not a 3D model, I'm sure. Oh, I should have saved the brain. Wait. What if you can take the brain out? No. Ah, it would have been actually legit if you could take the brain and give it to somebody else. This skeleton's like on his last legs though. And then the Dark Knight. Additional damage equal to 75% of the sum of both. Additional damage equal to 50%. I guess you do that because it has better base. I don't know, I don't know if that much thought is required to do that. Let's fight. We got more plebs to take out. Oh, and I have stuff. We're about to lose a skeleton though. Select the boon. So I guess this is like where the roguelite comes in. Where you can get accuracy, magic damage, or crit damage reduction. This actually all looks terrible. I'm gonna guess that she needs accuracy.
What they just leave lying around.
So let's give her a hookup. So I have etched bone bearings. Give her that. And now let's do this. If I lose a skeleton, it's fine, I'm sure. I actually think I might use... Oh, my scroll is gone. Wait, these aren't plebs. Okay, what does she do? Critical hits deal 200%. Set target on fire. What is that? At the beginning of the next turn, he'll deal bonus damage. Wow. Deal damage if they move. Buff until battle ends. So I guess we start with that. See, she got that Death Clock album. Okay, enemies attack the skeleton more often. Crap. I guess I should have buffed himself. So this removes buffs. Yeah, get that crap out of here. He does not have his ulti yet. I just hate that the stance goes away so soon. Okay. Now I remember. Darkest dungeon. I'm gonna lose a skeleton off this. What's next? This one's next. 95 health. Okay. Inflicts a crit. That's her ulti, and it hits everybody. So I'm gonna try it. And then that thing's next. Let's get some... I think I can do the stance here. Yeah, as soon as they move, they take a hit. I gotta take this guy out, though. Please don't miss. Okay. Alright. And there's like no way for me to heal up either. So like this guy is as good as gone. Wow. How in the world do you miss? So I'm gonna guess like burning these is smart. But whenever a minion moves, attack it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I hate that this thing is immune. And that's like magic damage. Alright. So... I guess I should just kill this.
More
Oh no! A slave finds peace at last. Wow. And they actually like healed sanity off that. Oh, I should probably... Oh. So spells are like kind of interesting. The only spell I have that deals anything actually hurts me for doing it.
one less annoyance in the world.
Oh, wow. It's a little scary. Of course I can't kill both. What does this do again? Oh, gives me mana and restores their sanity.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Always like the games that have just the random
Mine is the
quips in it.
winning side.
Architect's Soul. So that's needed to build stuff. We did lose a skeleton though. I guess I should have swapped out a skeleton. Construct a building in the graveyard. Graveyard and construction. After attaining freedom, Iratus turns prison into a base of operations. Constructing new buildings demands the sacrifice of minions and special resources. Buildings need to be staffed by minions. Wow. That's interesting. Excavation, mortuary, library, obelisk, abode of wrath, arena. Restores 8 mana. So I feel like restoring health is probably really important. Bonus XP. Find random parts. Bonus ulti. Generate more souls of the architect. And then study to get XP. So I guess for now, we probably want the healing. I might be able to build... Oh, I need a Zombo to do it. I need some freaking dumb no-brain zombie to go do this real quick.
Time to bring out the big guns.
Okay, how do we go back? Got it. Build. 1 Zombo.
A fully constructed morgue is not just a place to restore my minions to fighting strength. It can hold them in stasis, preserved for eons until they hear their master's call.
Okay, so you do have to put in somebody. Alright, so that's kind of an interesting thing. That's a little different than Darkest Dungeon, where you just have cash, essentially, to put towards these buildings. You also have to have a character to do it. So, like, this costs like a red banshee. I don't really know what that is. And then another lady of some kind. Alright, more stuff. Transform one type of part into another. Increase the quality of parts. Craft items from available parts. And then convert them into mana. I'm sure it's gonna have some use, mana. I'm distilling right now.
It's no gold, but it will do.
Yes, that made like an uncommon armor, and that goes towards... This concludes the tutorial. No, I want to keep going. Hey, I can keep going. Okay, so I'm gonna assume get any minion to level 5. She's really close, but I can't just... I don't have any brains to give her. So I can like make a zombie. It took my +2 luck. And I guess it just gives it to him. All my stuff is like really low level. I'm kind of scared now.
Get back to battle.
Let's try to figure out what we can do with this mana. I forgot how you actually equip him. Oh, it was a talent. So I got a talent. I have 1 point here. I currently have this, which actually attacks like one of my people. Okay, so he just does straight up magic damage. So that sounds like actually good. Set a trap. Explode in 2 rounds, dealing 50 damage to any foe that's standing there. Wait, this stuff is so much better than what I chose. I guess you can like get really close to one-shotting a low stress pleb. And like that seems interesting. Let's head back in. What's going on, Buster? Oops. Buster is back and awake. An event requiring the participation of Iratus himself or the current battle group. Or... So again, this is like another roguelike aspect. I'm sure this just randomly happens. They have to decide what you want to do. You come upon a cave and instantly note strange runes carved into the walls that are a pathetic imitation of actual mystic practices. And you hear hushed voices. Oh, this is like the dagger from the crows in Slay the Spire. Upon closer examination, it looks like thousands of worms had woven themselves together and then were turned into stone. Even as your undead advance towards it, the humans remain kneeling and praying. Slay them and gather their bodies, gain resources, risk a minion for the reward, which will probably be my... Oh, it's probably random. I'm sure it'll just take one of the minions. I have no choice. Study the sphere with your magic. I want to touch it. I'm touching it.
Ooh, more for me.
Enemies can't escape or become inspired. Shackles of war. And that costs the Banshee like half her health. Alright. Let's do one fight. And then I think I'll call it there. How do you equip items? Oh no, it's this. Oh wow.
It embellishes my undead features.
So that's interesting. So that's equipment for him that kind of just persists. Oh wow, this has like an actual creature. That looks like it'd be something dangerous. It has 3 plebs, but then there's actually something here. What is this? A stone golem has 12 armor, 90 health. Redirect to self, so it's some kind of tank. Has no stress. Interesting stuff. Nice. Let me see if I can move some of this stuff around. Oh, that just brought him up front. Okay. Now, what does the zombie do? Gain double damage for my next attack. At the start of your next turn, the zombie attacks 4 times. Each attack deals bonus damage to a random enemy. So I guess you're supposed to stack the powder and then hit him with the bombardment. Yeah, my crew is on the left. So we got the cool characters. They have plebs plus 1 actually kind of cool looking golem. But we're gonna ignore the golem. I don't want the golem. Buster, I can't see.
Impale this wretch.
Alright, so that's a good use of spells if it will actually like kill a buff. Alright. Let's get some damage on the board. Yeah, so I guess all he can do from the back is buff people, and that like moves them forward.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
All right. This guy's up next. Let's keep pushing them around. I was about to say, like, please miss once. Deal 200% to one target. Physical. That's the ulti, and I already stacked the gunpowder. Deals up to 64. I wonder if this buff will make this deal like 120 damage. There's no way this works. Absolutely no way. Are you serious? I mean, I said there's no way it works. I should have known better. I should have known. He's just gonna buff somebody. Let's keep laying down the pain. Get whipped. Got the Valmont whip back there. Oh my god. That's the worst. 4 health. Doesn't miss a single attack with minus 15 evasion. He's like close to going insane. Technically, I could just pop it.
Impale this wretch.
Murderer. Alright. Let's try this again. So far, Zombie has done nothing at all. Have I ever been interested in hearing about development stuff? Development as in, like, architecture development? Or, like, game development? Or even, like, STEM stuff. Working on some beginner Steamworks programming, trying to get Steam input working? Interesting. I don't think I've ever actually seen a lot of that in action. So it definitely sounds cool. Gonna head to bed. Have a good night. You too, Coach. Thanks for stopping by. For sure. Oh, wow. The redirect. Yeah, I would say I haven't seen a lot of that kind of stuff. So honestly, like,
of the breathless tide.
I'm gonna assume you're still talking about making a game of some kind, which definitely sounds awesome. Think we gotta... Yeah. Interested in Steam input because it's basically programming input once instead of once per controller type. See, I still don't know what Steam input is. Is that like using the Steam controller? Or basically like the player has to decide what the actual button layout will be? Let's try this one more time. Please don't miss. That didn't really look like double damage to me. It's fine because Like, it's enough for this skull to kill it. But it didn't look like double damage. Okay, so I actually can't do anything versus the Golem. Alright. A stack. No more gunpowder. Designed for Steam controller, but works with Xbox and PS4 also. Alright. I don't know how people do stuff on Steam. Like, the concept of making games, or even just doing stuff testing-wise, is, like, actually pretty incredible. Armor absorb. Oh, does it not take any damage less than 12? Wow. I didn't realize that's what it does. We ignore armor, though. She can't do anything here. Use legacy mode of Steam input back when we had to disable it for Dead Cells. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a stance. Oh. I'm trying my best not to lose another skeleton. Skeleton is basically gonna kill this. But it should die to Zombo. I did 0 damage. Okay. I can still do this though, the ulti. I was about to say, please. Don't let it end like this.
Eternal kingdom.
Souls, hearts, golem hearts. She got fully healed. Which means I could swap out skeleton, swap like that. Oops. You don't need healing. Skeleton does, though. Okay. It is actually bedtime, so I should stop here. But this was actually pretty entertaining. I like the idea of basically spending minions on doing the architecture in the back. So equipping Nathan Explosion with stuff that makes fights different, giving him spells, having the roguelike like Slay the Spire question marks on the map. The map itself is even like entertaining to look at. So I actually am fairly impressed at the game. I am still in tutorial mode, so I have no idea what's waiting for me. I don't even know. No, there are other maps. We're in the mines. So there's Dwarf Tunnel, Mercenary Barracks, available after release. Awesome.